So, hello, and welcome to an episode of Adventure Bike Pilot. Just on a bit of a spin out. As you can see, the weather is beautiful. I thought I had put the bike away again for the rest of the year, but can't leave it sitting in if the weather's like this. But I thought I'd come out and do a bit of the Boyne Valley, the Boyne Valley drive. Don't know why I dipped my head there, it wasn't that low. But I'm at Bective Abbey, beautiful old ruined abbey as you can see. But I thought I'd try and get some aerial footage today, because this is part of what it's called the Boyne Valley drive. And hopefully next year, now when the weather is a bit better and the days are a bit longer, I'm going to do the full Boyne Valley drive. It's an absolutely stunning route, very underrated route I think, but it's one that's quite close to Dublin, so it's easily accessible for a lot of people, both from Dublin and the Midlands and a little further south. So and it's a big route. Now it might not have the dramatic scenery of the Wicklow Mountains and all of that, but what it does have in spades is history and atmosphere, particularly on a day like today, because I think the little bit of bad weather often adds to it, you know. But yeah, so I mean, the other reason I'm out is that I'm taking full advantage of the fact that the Irish government has eased off on the restrictions for travelling. About up until a few days ago, we were in level 3 lockdown, and you couldn't travel between counties, so you had to stay within your own county. You may have seen that in my last video. But because we're coming into Christmas period and all of that, they've eased off those restrictions, and you're now allowed to travel freely amongst counties. So I'm taking advantage of that. As you can see, I'm on the bike, I'm by myself, I don't plan to meet or talk or interact with anyone, so it's very low risk. I'm not breaking any rules at the moment, so it's all good. So I'm in Meath, as you see, I think it's Meath, but Bective Abbey, I'm pretty sure I have aerial footage already of Bective Abbey. And I have aerial footage of a lot of the places that are on this route, the historical sites like Newgrange and Doubt and Nout and all of that stuff. Well, I know I have Nout, but I don't have Doubt. But I'm trying to fill in the holes in the library of aerial footage, get as many of them as I can, so that when I actually finally do go and ride the route and make a proper video out of it, that I'll have a lot of the aerial footage already ready to go, to give you guys a better sense and a better look at what it is you get to see when you're driving the route. So as you can see, it's obviously been raining, but the sun is out, so the roads are a little bit sloppy, but it's fine. So yeah, that was Bective Abbey. There's another abbey I want to try and get today if I can. I mean, if I get one site today, I'll be happy. 2 would be better. And the other thing about the lift and the restrictions is it was perfect timing for me, because as I mentioned in my last video, I'm after buying a load of new stuff that needs to get fitted onto the bike. And that's down in Overlanders in Gorey, which is part of Wexford, which is a different county. So under the previous restrictions, I technically shouldn't be going down there. So I was kind of hemming and hawing about it, and I was going to err on the side of caution and wait until next year and see if we got down to an unrestricted point. But then the government came out and said no, they were easing the restrictions on travel. So that's perfect. So I'll be in the period that I'm allowed travel between two counties. So I'll do that. I'll go down, get all the stuff put on, and then the bike is ready to rock then come end of January, February, or when the season kicks off again, and certainly in February I'll have everything done that I need done to the bike. I think that would be pretty much it in terms of everything I'm going to get done for the moment anyway. I'll need to take out a bloody mortgage to keep going on it. But yeah, so that's what's happening here at the moment. It's almost Christmas. We're only, what, about a week away from Christmas. I'm not a Christmassy person. I've little or no time for it. I do appreciate the break, but yeah, no, I'm not a bit of a Grinch. But look, I'll crack on, try and get this aerial footage, and wherever I come across anything of scenic interest or historical interest, I'll power back on the camera and we'll take a look at it. I don't want to do too much on this route because, as I said, I want to do it justice. So I want to do a proper, full-blown, in one go overview of the entire route. So I'm going to drive, get a nice sunny day hopefully in the summer, and then drive the whole route, stopping at all the major sites of interest that you can pull into easily on the bike, and go through them so you can see what to expect in this ride. And then I also want to do the same for, there's a couple of routes up in the Wicklow Mountains, the Dublin stroke Wicklow Mountains, that are absolutely stunning as well, called Excalibur and Braveheart from the movies. Now the two drives themselves are actually quite small, but what I might do is let me just get through this old junction. Yeah, so what I might do is do a much larger route of the Wicklow Mountains in general, like my favourite route, and incorporate both of those routes as part of that. So you can see it, and basically it's some of the film locations that were used in both the movies. Excalibur, which was made by John Boorman, who is Charlie Boorman's father. So John Boorman, I think he's English, but he lives in Wicklow here in Ireland, and that's where Charlie Boorman kind of gets his Irish heritage from, even though he is actually English. But it's supposed to be a beautiful route. And then Braveheart, then, as everyone knows, is the Mel Gibson movie about Scotland, but a lot of it was actually filmed here. Actually, I think I've just driven through Trim there, with Trim Castle, and Trim Castle, I believe, was used a lot in the Braveheart movie. So I'd like to do a bit of a video on all of those routes. Keep me out of trouble during the summer, you know. But yeah, it's looking good for this vaccine coming out. So it's already started to roll out in the UK and in the US. Looks like Ireland will have it pretty soon. To be honest with you, I know there's an awful lot of anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers out there. You do whatever the hell you want. But as a traveller, somebody who likes to travel a lot, I'll certainly be getting the vaccine as soon as I can. and just be done with all of this crap. Just be done with it, you know. So anyway, I'll crack on and I'll talk to you shortly. Right, so we're just coming up to the hill of Tara, not far outside of Navan. Jesus, the road, look at the road, it's just pure slop. Now, I'm not going to go walking up to it. It's a lovely walk if you ever get the chance to do it. But if I could capture this on video today, if there's not too many people, that would be a haiku. Because this place is often jammers, particularly during the summer. But because this is nearly Christmas, everyone's off doing their Christmas shopping and the weather out crap. So I might be able to get a Jesus, it's not nearly as many people as there normally are. The only problem I have is that dirty great big cloud there. It looks like it's going to lash. Lovely little cafe there, actually. See, that's the entrance there. It's part of Ireland's ancient East. Now, if I could get a little pull-in point, it would be great. Now, the Hill of Tara is ancient. It's ancient. It's like 5,000 or more years old. That might have been actually alright there. Oh, so I'm on a downhill. I'll have to turn around and point the bike up. But apparently this is where St. Patrick came to convince the Irish High Kings at the time to convert to Christianity, and apparently this is where he plucked a shamrock out of the ground to use it to show the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. He used the shamrock to try and explain it. So that's why you always associate the shamrock with St. Patrick and therefore with Ireland. All of that stemmed from here, apparently. I'm not a historian, so correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I need to. I'm just worried about that cloud. It's looks like it's going to lash. It is going to lash. And that's the fast way to killing a drone. What can I go? I'll go up, I'll turn around and I'll give it a go. I have to turn the bike around though, so I'll do that downhill. What does it smell of? Chips or something? Chipper chips. What am I imagining? Wow. Right. This is one of my stealth missions. This is one narrow road and it is two-way. Be a runner, because you can see those mounds here. I'll get off the bike and I'll show you, lads. Excuse my runny nose, but bit of a cold. You might be able to see some of it even if I don't get it on video. So see these mounds here, see the path and then all these mounds. They're part of an original structure. They formed kind of a barrier or something, and then further up is the circles and the mounds where the High Kings sat, and there's a great view over the entire county. It's absolutely stunning. Like, they only look like little mounds, but they are man-made, and they're 5,000 years sitting there. And I believe there was wooden structures going along them. There's a little amphitheatre and everything up at the top. I might actually get it here. I might actually get it here. Just that cloud is bothering me. I think I might chance it. If I chanced it and I got it, I'll roll a small bit of it here because I want to keep most of it for the larger video. So hopefully, roll it there, Colette.
A few moments later.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. Literally as I went to take the bloody drone out, the rain starts. That's an omen if ever there was. I'm going to give these Spada things a little wear as well. Had a good old bitch about them in the last video, but I don't have anything else with me. Oh, I do have my big heavy waterproof gloves, but they're pain in the arse to put on. So we'll try these out again in the rain. See how good they are in the rain, because last time it wasn't raining. Right, so that's one on. Ow! Whack! Oh yeah, these are the pain to get on. Right, that's them on. Let's see how waterproof they keep me. Oh, flip, I need to put on the one for this as well. Oh, the joys of motorbiking. Because these are mitts, no, I can't grab anything. Oh, that is a pain. I can't grab anything. Oh, God. Oh, flip. Oh, the joys of motorbikes. Where the hell am I going to go now? Will I go home or crack on? I think we'll crack on and see if this passes. This too shall pass. Right. Yeah, so this will be interesting now. As I said in my last video, they do kind of mess around with your dexterity when you wear these over mitts. But the question is would it be worth it if they physically keep your gloves dry? And we'll find out today, that's for sure. Where did that come out of? Now, am I going to drive further into this or what? I think that's... I'm driving out of it, but it's going in the direction that I'm going. So what to do? What to do? What to do? Anyway, I'll have a think about it and see where I end up. No point in dragging you through this rain for the moment, so I'll talk to you shortly. Yeah, so that took a turn for the worst really quickly. Literally, like somebody flicked the switch. So, what to do? That little sliver of blue sky over there was pretty much the general direction I was heading. That grey sky over there is where I've come from. And the rain is heading in the direction of the blue sky. And it's going pretty quick, so I don't think I'll be able to outrun it. So I need to see if I can outsmart it. So what I'll do is, I'll turn back on myself. I'm coming into Navan here, and then I'll kind of cut back and go back almost in the direction that I've come, but on a different road, because I have a feeling I might come out the back end of this rain cloud on the far side. So hopefully I can pop out the back end of it so that it's that sounds rude. So that I'm then behind it and it's moving east and I'll go west, and then I can get back to some sort of decent weather. But I can't get any drone footage in this. I can't send it up, so those plans are in the bin. Those plans are in the bin. Literally, I tell you, sometimes I am convinced that rain is actually linked to the ignition on my motorbike, and when it's not linked to the ignition on the motorbike, it's linked to the drone. Because the second you go to reach for either one of them, it goes, "Oh, you think you're going motorbiking, do you? You want to put the drone in the air, do you?" I don't fucking think so. No, I don't think so. Here's some rain. Welcome to Ireland. After getting a message there about my tyre pressure, 2.0 to 2.4, that's very low. To the Wicklow Mountains. I should have gone to the mountains. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. My mission was unsuccessful thanks to rain, and typical, as soon as I get back home, as you can see, the weather is beautiful. But I have to go back in. I've a few jobs to do, so I might as well go and do them now. But that is not a kick in the nuts. That just shows you the reliability of Irish weather, that you can't plan anything. I thought I'd go out and get some nice drone footage on the Boyne Valley drive today, but the weather had other plans. What I should have done is go to the Wicklow Mountains, because hopefully You can see them off there in the distance. They're bathing in sunlight. But when I looked at the rain radar, they were covered in rain and Boyne Valley was clear. But it looks like the opposite has happened, and now I don't have time to get up there and do anything before it gets too dark. Because it'll be dark in about an hour. But anyway, that's such is life, but at least I got to have a little blast out on the motorbike, which is always good. I have a few things now that have been delivered that I'll do a few reviews on, most notably the Cymark pillion seat box. So depending on what I do with this video, I'll either have already reviewed it or I'll review it shortly. But I'm really looking forward to installing that in the bike. That's going to be very handy. I think that's just going to be very handy. But I am starving now. I've had no lunch, and what time? It's coming up to 3:30. So I'll check out with you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.